So what I'm realizing is that the possibility on the other side of this is if I actually get grounded in my facts, I create better goals. If I'm grounded in the facts of my life today, I actually create better goals, which is weird because I've been a goal setter my whole life, but at least my whole adult life. So the idea that I could set better goals, sexier goals, more compelling goals, more tangible goals, by being honest about where I'm stuck in the facts of my life, that is a cool aha moment. That is a cool insight. So when I look at the mindset required to make this shift from just being a dreamer and setting goals that aren't grounded in facts to looking at the facts, grading my life in a particular area on a scale of 1 to 10, and then looking at what would make it a 10, so that I can set a goal that is actually tangible and exciting for me and grounded in something. The new mindset that is there for me is to look at the facts are where the lesson is. The facts, the triggers. So one of the reasons I don't want to look at the facts sometimes is because I'm pissed off or irritated at the facts. So if I can dive into, if I realize, rather than hiding my head in the sand, rather than trying to not look at the facts, if I realize that those irritations, those triggers, those frustrations are actually where the lesson is. Like that's where the lesson is. What I'm starting to shift towards is running into the frustration. Rather than avoiding the frustration, I'm starting to run into the frustration. Usually the frustration has to do with a fact of my life. Usually the frustration has to do with a fact of my life. Do you hear that? Usually the frustration I'm experiencing has to do with a fact of my life. Now that I know that looking at the fact leads to a better goal, a more tangible goal, a sexier goal, I'm now running into the triggers, the facts, the frustrations. I'm eager to find them. I'm like, damn, I'm frustrated by that. Let's go look at that. And when I look at it, I uncover a fact, and I uncover a limiting belief, and I uncover some of the patterns and stories and behaviors that are limiting me. So rather than wandering, which is the problem, right? The problem is I'm not looking at the facts, and so I wander around and around and around, never learning the lesson that life wants to teach me. Setting goals. Look at the mountaintop. Isn't that amazing? And then for years, staying stuck, wandering and wandering and wandering. I'm now like, here's the paradox. The frustration, the irritation. That's where the lesson is, because it exposes a fact. And from the fact, if I can find the fact and grade it on a scale of 1 to 10, this is a 2, this is a 1. What would make it a 7? What would make it a 10? Now I can set something that actually is tangible to get me out of here. Get me out of here. How do I get out of here? How do I get out of this fact? And now I set a goal that actually gets me out of the fact rather than a goal set out of fantasy like, wouldn't this be great to have $1 million in my bank account? Wake up. What is the fact? And from that fact, I can set a more appropriate goal. Now, once I set the more appropriate goal, I can create an action plan to get me to that goal. And from that goal, now I could actually get to the things I've been dreaming about.